Okay, if you continue following the 88B,
I do hope Master Jimmy returns soon with more lemons. We've gotten a few complaints with the new formula.
you'll find a random encounter hotspot right here, just past the tower. But also, at the very end of it, you'll see a wrecked truck. We can get some blood leaves and some toolbox, little wrecked car, and a military. I don't know what they actually call this one. An APD. I don't know the names of the ones in the Fallout universe. With an explosives crate behind it, and there will be Scorched here as the enemy type, and then a couple of military bodies outside, most likely killed when the bombs dropped. So there's two of them. He was walking back. I don't believe this is always here. I think it's randomly generated. If not, then hey, maybe he was murdered. He was walking to the car. He was walking back up to Relay Tower EM-B1-27. And there's also a truck over there. There's nothing in it. But the door seems to be fine. And when you enter it, on the ground, is a skeleton with not a hot pot. Yes, with a coffee pot. Some spilled coffee, unless it's supposed to be blood. An oven mitt, and then there's the rest of their body in a coffee cup. They were potentially bringing coffee out to the soldiers when the bombs dropped, and they died. Bunch of random loot. Here's a random chem spawn. You come over here. If you don't already have these on your map, you can get Black Mountain Ordnance. Oh, that's one we're at now. You can't mark the one that you already have now. Golly Mine, Arctos Pharma, EM-B1-12, HGB-709. You can mark all of those onto your map, but these seem to be the places that they were. The reds are the places that they were investigating or observing. So Arctos Pharma, Black Mountain Ordnance, Golly Mine. There's all this equipment here for surveillance. Their lockers. The gas mask could be a random face clothing item. If you need a fusion core, one is guaranteed to spawn here. If it's already been claimed, you can server hop or wait 24 hours in real time and come back and reclaim it. So there's 3 beds here, which means 3 people stayed here. Well, roughly 3 people. We already know one of them's there. The other 2 could be these military officers that were about to go driving out when the bombs fell. Let's check the emergency system relay. Is this just a generic one, or is there actual... No. Please contact your nearest National Catastrophe Relief Auxiliary Office for assistance. Note: in case of emergency, authorized users may utilize U.S. government supply requisition tapes to connect with the automated NCRA systems. Scorch detection communications. Accessing SDS network. Warning, SDS network is currently offline. Communication uplink offline. Rover repair unit is active. So, Rover is a little iBot and part of an event that I think the one at this location no longer exists. I have not seen it in quite some time. If it does and I ever am able to get footage, I'll link a video to it in the description. It's a little event where he's kind of like Eddie. He's gathering up information, sending it off to essentially no one because the free states, the responders, they're all gone now. But you can still protect them, I guess. The quest, the dumpster seems to have nothing in it of note. Some brain fungus, and you can get some glowing fungus, as they just chucked a toxic barrel behind the building. Seems a bit, not smart to do. Why is that there? Some of the relay towers, though, they do have logs on their computers. This is one of the few that does not, but this is also one of the few that has environmental storytelling with this right here. But the last thing of note, let's check this truck real quick. Yeah, nothing on this truck matters. Last thing of note is over here. Oh. There's apparently a settler spawn location over here somewhere. Right over here. To the west of the tower, it's a mysterious box with an audio tape, a holotape in it. Automated record 2. I'm just going to say 2. No point in saying all the zeros.
The hike from Morgantown was short, but it taught me all I needed to know. This part of the world is over. Might as well be the entire world from the looks of it. It makes my mission easier and simpler now. I swear on every soul it took, every soul I took, that I'm gonna unplug that goddamn bucket of bolts. And Tin Man mentioned Reclamation Day. I have to find them. I have to go north.
So that was an audio tape that was released shortly before Nuclear Winter, which no longer exists. And it's from a man named Reuben Gill, who is the overseer of Vault 51. Where did that settler go? He just left. And you can find Reuben's body, the isolated cabin. You can find the other note. Oh, I don't know exactly where it is. Somewhere here in Morgantown is the other holotape. It's next to the Super Duper Mart. I believe it's right here. Link to that one in the description as well. That's it. That's Relay Tower EM-B1-27. It seems like it was a military observation place. They were for some reason observing Black Mountain Ordnance. Arctos Pharma, I understand. And then the Golly Mine. Another odd choice for them to be surveilling. given some of the other locations that are here. Especially a notable one that's just up the hill from Black Mountain. But I guess the government wouldn't be wanting to examine that location. I guess the last thing before I end this, is there anything on the roof? There is not. Oh, and if you have any of the... I don't think I have any of them. Yep. If you have any of those little requisition holotapes, you can insert one, and it'll drop somewhere around the map, around this area, a little package, little care package for you to claim. I will see you in the next one.